your winning streak snapped at the expense of your title rivals, Lehman. Any thoughts on that?
Well, I'm not going to put excuses, but for me, the league is the league. Now this playoff, when you already win the title, we tried. I'm going to be honest with you. We wanted to do the record. I think it was 15 games or that. But it's true that once you get the title, you tried, but it's not the same anymore. So anyway, we will try to keep the level until then, knowing that our job is being done already.
What do you think about the tactical battle out there getting?
No, I don't think it was tactical today. For me, it was I think they compete better than us. It's not about the tactic, because we tried different shapes, and it was not about the. For me, it was a tactical thing. It was the way they compete. We didn't compete the same way. We have chances and we play. I say to the boys, tiki, and after they have one chance, they score. They have second chance, they score, and that's competing as well. With the ref as well. They saw the level of the referee, and they push him. Every time we have a free kick, it was a yellow card. When they do whatever, it was not yellow card. So, but I'm not complaining about the ref. I'm complaining about us. I don't think we treat the level of the referee.
What was the reason that Jay Haddad was hooked at 25 minutes today?
Because he has a yellow card and there was a lot of space in behind. I wanted to change the shape to have a back four. It's not a left back, so there were a couple of reasons.
I see.
Is it like talking about next season or anything like that?
Football, yes, football. I like to talk with him. I think he's a football person and he's my boss. So it's good to talk with him. It's nothing special. He's talking about the game, about the whole season. Because I said to him that value even more the season we've done. I don't think it's easy to have the difference with points we have. So that's great to the boys, and as I say, that put maybe in perspective what we have done, because it's not easy to win 16 games and just drawing 2 games against 2 teams like Lima, So that's because we've done something really, really good this season.
But have you and him planning for next season, any targets?
Yeah, of course. We are talking, and we've been talking. We never stop. It's always something going in behind. And we will try to move, and nothing crazy. Not because we lose today, we are going to change what we wanted to do. It's not that. We will move, and we will do the things we have to do.
There are 2 guys scoring against you guys, in these 2 matches. Any chance to getting them from the?
Who's that?
Like Everton or Noah?
No,
maybe
I don't know. They are good players, and if they are in the market, and we'll see. But at the moment, I'm not going to talk about names. And as I say, today maybe it's not the day about talking about that. We are working, and as I say, if it's something that we think is better for the club, we will try to bring them, and simple as that. I think it was similar in the way they propose or we propose. The difference was we did even worse than the cup. I think we didn't attack well, and that gave the chance to them to attack more times, and they're a threat. Having the space in behind, we know they're a threat, and it's not because we defend badly. It's because for me we attack badly. So we have to. We know what we've done badly. As I say, it's difficult. It's difficult for the boys after what they have done. So I don't want to be sad today. I don't want to be upset with them at all. As I say, they have the credit. Not to do whatever they want, but to make mistakes like they have today, no problem at all. They are the champions of Hong Kong. They are the champions with a big difference with the rest. So, I love them.
So you start the game with of a slightly different formation. You start with a back 4, and also switch a bit during the game. So is it an experiment or a preparation for next season?
No, it's just trying to play the players we have at the moment. And for example, Larry as a wing back can give us that to defend with back 4 and to attack with wing backs. That was the idea. Nothing. We tried something during the year, and we try to adapt with the players we have, because we have a couple of injured players, and for example, Larry is a good time to give him some minutes. He's a young player that with a big future ahead. So happy for him. It was a great lesson for him. So if we have these games and we can use them to give them some free lessons of football, that's perfect for us, because I think it's good for the club.
Any young players that in the team you appreciate so much that you give him more and more playing time ahead?
No, I say yesterday I'm not going to give 3 minutes to anyone. But it's true that the young players that they are waiting for the chance. Probably they will have a chance, because as I say, now we don't have to the points they are not that important. We still want to win games, but probably they will have chances if they deserve. It's a good moment for them to put them on the pitch and see how they are, and if they are prepared for and ready for the next season. I don't know how is that working, so I don't know who votes for that. If I am selected to be one of the candidates, I will be happy. It will be about my team, so I will be happy for the team then.
No, all we've done is just analysed how Kitchee play. You know, you see they've changed shape here a couple of times during the game, and all we've done is just made sure the players are aware and they know the jobs, the roles, and we just executed it. As you saw, 11 days ago we played them in the cup final. You know, we didn't really do anything different today than what we did in that game also. You know, the boys have just executed a little bit better today. We did a couple of slight tweaks, but, you know, and it's worked for us. You know, we said in the changing rooms, we've got 4 big games till the end of the season. And, you know, and it's important that we give our all. You know, we're down to like 14, 15 players. We're down to bare bones. Well, these boys are giving everything. So, you know, it's commendable to the players. They just keep going. They're a fantastic bunch to work with. A great bunch of lads.
The Kitchee have first lose in the league this season and win this match with 4-1. Do you feel a little bit surprised on this result?
No, I mean, football always brings surprises. You know, I wasn't surprised at the result 4-1. We took our chances. You know, Kitchee also created chances, you know, but we defended vigilantly. You know, I mean, you've got to look at it also is we're still evolving as a team. You know, I know it's coming towards the end of the season, but we're still getting to know and learn each other. You know, and it's got to the stage now where these boys are starting to click. They're starting to understand each other's strengths, and we're starting to play to them strengths. And they've got this never die attitude, never give up. We're not going to get beat. And we spoke in the changing room. Fung gave a nice speech. Our captain, like, hey, Lehman went undefeated. Let's beat Kitchee today so we can keep that title. And, you know, and that was a little bit of a drive for us today also.
So obviously the league chase is already out of question last week. So what does a magnificent victory like this mean to you and also the team?
It's a win. It's another W for us. It's another, hopefully, one hand now on to second place. Mm-hmm. You know, we don't want to drop and finish third and fourth after we've been second, you know, most of the season. Mm-hmm. You know, and it's important to the players. Everybody wants to play, you know, achieve something. You know, and if we can't get first, we finish second. We'll finish as high as we can. Mm-hmm. You know, it's congratulations to Kitchee. They were the best team over the course of the first part of the season. You know, they deserve the champions. You know, we had a few ups and downs, but at the end of the day, we still got 3 more games to go, and we'll give all our all to go and win the games. You know, we're not just going to down tools now and just see out the rest of the season. If we can win the next 3, we'll win the next 3. Finish on 48 points, and that's our target. Well, that's out of my hands, I'm afraid. You know, the club, Mr. Lee said after the cup final that, you know, they're looking for a new coach. They're close to appointing. So, you know, the players that he's going to inherit are great lads. So, you know, that'll be down to, if we do get ACL, that'll be down to the new coach and the club, you know, how they go about it. But all I can say is the boys have given everything, and they deserve all the rewards and everything that they've achieved.
How about you, Darren? Will you stay at the club for like any position?
Who knows? Who knows? You know, like, again, you know, we haven't had that conversation. Mr. Lee said in his interview, you know, it's down to the new head coach. So once he's appointed, maybe he'll give me a call, or if I'm still in the country, he'll sit down and speak to me. Who knows? You know, at the end of the day, it's down to the club. It's down to the new coach. You know, and I'm happy with that. You know, I've got my contract till the end of the season. Let's see, you know, if there's any surprises, or there is no surprises. Let's see.
Yeah.
But it's been a magnificent place and country to work in. You know, and I appreciate having the opportunity. With any League Cup final, you know, you've got nervous energy. You know, and it was always tight because you make a mistake, you get punished, and all of a sudden you're on the back foot. And all it was today, we just said in the changing rooms before, we had a nice little chat between ourselves, and we just said, look, just go out there, play with confidence, be brave, don't be afraid to make mistakes. If you make mistakes, let's help each other and correct them. You know, and let's play to our strengths. You know, you've got Noah and Everton who are probably, I wouldn't like to face them in a game. You know, they're frightening once they get in behind you or they get opportunities. You know, they're menacing. And we used that today. You know, when we had the opportunity, we found them and they punished Kitchee for it, you know, and that's our game plan today. You know, just maximise everything that we've got, because we know the longer the game went on and the tighter it was, you know, we're going to get tired and we won't have them opportunities. And I just feel a little bit sorry for the three boys I was trying to get on towards the end, but Kitchee kept the ball and didn't get the ball out of play, so I couldn't get them on, which I apologise for. I haven't seen it, so where I was sitting I couldn't actually see, so I'll have a look at later on the replay. You know, I can't comment, but you know, we have VAR, so you know, I can't comment. If they give it, they give it. We've got to accept it, and lucky enough it was you know, we was 3 up, so it didn't make a massive impact on the game. But again, you know, I'll have a look later and then we'll reassess and we'll speak about it probably at training over the next couple of days.
Hello, Dudu. Congratulations on the victory and also a very beautiful goal. Can you just describe the goal for us?
Yeah, thanks, mate. Thank you. Good night, good evening for us. Yeah, just a corner. I was looking to have a chance to head the ball the whole game, and finally in the end I was able to dribble the marker and score a header. Yeah, very happy with that. Important goal because the game was still a bit uncertain, but then with that one, I think we finalized the game. I think that shows our strength. You know, even though we didn't win the league, we had the potential to do it, and for sure we learned from the mistakes. But we come strong, you know. We finished strong the league. That's our goal, to finish with three wins. And yeah, and to remain is good to finish strong, guarantee the second place, and show us that we have potential to look for more.
Will you stay at the club for next season to like have another fight for the league title?
I don't know yet. We're still discussing in the future.
Okay, thank you so much, Dudu.
Thank you.